What's up, Bodyweight Warriors? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be going over a full body, no equipment workout. This is inspired by the minimal effective dose training workout that I shared previously. You can go check out full details about that on there. Other than that, you're only going to need some time and some space, and let's jump into this routine. So we're going to start this routine with a very quick warm-up involving bodyweight squats and then something for the upper body. So bodyweight squats, feet at a comfortable stance width. Go down as far as you can, and then back up, and I'm going to perform 10 reps. And then on the 10th one, I'm going to squat down into that bottom position. I'm going to walk the hands out into support. Then I'm going to walk back into a pike. And we're just going to do some of these walkouts back and forth. So continue the warm up in your own time, performing 10 reps of the bodyweight squats and 5 to 10 reps of the walkouts. And let me explain to you the first part of this workout. 2 strength exercises combined with 2 flexibility exercises. So the first strength exercise we're going to perform is a split squat. So we're going to take a split stance, both feet facing forward. We're going to lower diagonally forward and down as deep as we can, letting this knee go over the toe. Coming back up. If you struggle with that, maybe you're limited on range of motion, we can elevate the foot slightly. This is going to make it easier for us to go down and get deeper with the hips so we get more range of motion. We're going to do 8 to 10 per side, and the important part of this is that it should be hard, or we'll go on to the harder progression at the end of this video. So start with the right hand leg, 8 to 10 per side. Take it nice and slow down. Slow as you can, shifting forward, back up. Should be feeling that this is also as much of a flexibility exercise as it is a strength exercise. The sort of routine as well that you can do whilst just walking your dog. This is rep number 6. 7. If you're going a bit quicker than me, it might just be that you're quick on the tempo, so make sure you're keeping that nice, slow and controlled down. And we'll do the last one here, number 10, before we swap sides. So I'm going to swap sides, I'm going to do foot elevator on this one, just to show you. So on the toes of that back leg, sinking down and forward, letting that knee go over the toe. Ooh. Nice and slow, nice and good stretch over the hip flexor of the last leg, of the back leg, and pushing that knee forward. Even if the heel raises up slightly, it's not the worst thing in the world. 6 now. 7. 8. And last one here. 3 seconds down, 2, and back up. So we're going to take a 90-second rest before we go into the upper body exercise, but during that time we can do some flexibility. So we're going to perform some elephant walks. Come down into a pike position, but we're going to bend the knees so we can rest the chest onto the legs. We're going to rotate round to the side, so the left-hand side first. Extend this right leg straight. We're going to rotate round to the other side. Extend the left leg straight. We're just going to go back and forth. I'm going to do this for half of that 90-second rest period, so 45 seconds in total, at your own rate. Feeling, as we straighten this leg, a decent stretch in the hamstring. So this is a fantastic way in which we can combine stretches that don't negatively impact our exercises. We get a little bit of flexibility work, and we get to still do our strength work with no extra time. Okay, last side here, take a rest. I'm going to take a rest for 45 seconds, so 90 seconds in total. And the strength exercise we're going to do, very simply, is a push-up. So if 10 reps of a normal push-up is challenging for you, then that is perfect. If you can maybe only do 5 or 6, then why don't we elevate the hands slightly? By pushing the hands further up, it's going to make life easier. If push-ups are really easy for you, maybe you can do 20. Let's try moving slightly more overhead. So instead of this push-up position with the shoulders here, I'm going to start in more like a down dog. I'm going to come forward reaching the nose in front, and it'll be more like a military press. So making sure you choose one that is challenging for you. Let's go, let's start. I'm gonna do push-ups for the first one, and then we're gonna make things harder in set 2. So again, nice slow down, 3 seconds down, touch the chest onto the floor, nice and powerful back up. The main thing with the push-ups, I think, is keeping the elbows nice and tight to the side, not letting them flare out. So 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. We're going to stay down low to the ground here. We're going to perform the pairing exercise, just like we did the first round. We're going to do 45 seconds. I'm going to do a tabletop position. So hands, palms facing away from you, feet on the floor. Extend the hips up, feeling a stretch over the bicep, into the chest, and then back down. Hold for a few seconds in that top position. And we're just going to do 45 seconds of this. So half of our rest period is going to be a little bit of stretching. Really think here that as you press down, you're going to press down and away from the floor. Squeeze the glutes in the top, push the hips up, push the shoulder blades away from you, get a good stretch over that bicep. And last one. Beautiful. So, I'm going to take 45 seconds before we go back into exactly the same exercise. If, for example, that split squat, that was too easy for you, we can go onto the harder progression, which would be a shrimp squat. So we're going to do kind of the same movement, but to start with, the legs going to be off the ground. Once we get to a point in which we can't control, we then let the leg come down, the knee come down into a nice deep position. As we come back up, we use it to assist. So make it harder on the way down, control as much as we can do, and then back up. If we're going to do this minimal approach to training, we need to make sure these exercises are hard for that 6 to 10, maybe 12 rep range. So start on that right hand side again. I'm going to do the shrimp squat ones. Same thing. Knee's going to go over the toe, slow as I can down. Foot comes back. Nice and deep split squat. Back up. 6 to 10 per side. So all we're using here is mechanical advantage. We're going to overload the portion of the movement that's hardest, easiest on the way down, get a bit stronger, give ourselves some assistance on the way back up. You want to make this really hard, you do this with the foot on an elevation, and then you can lower down further without help. I think I'll do the last one here, so that's 8 for me. As long as we're in that sort of 6 to 10, 6 to 12, it's going to be effective. Let's go left hand side now. Exactly the same thing. So foot goes back as far as you can, that foot touching, into the split squat. Back up. Nice and slow on the way down, nice and controlled. Trying to keep that knee shifting over the toe. Make sure you're making it hard. I'm on 8 here. It's going to be challenging. I'll do one more for good luck. All the way down. Perfect. Shake it off quickly. Do that inset stretching again. I'm going to do the elephant walk. It's a nice one. A bit more dynamic, so we're not just holding a stretch statically, but we're expressing that range of motion. So rotate to the right, extend the left leg, shift back round, extend the right side. 45 seconds of this. Just keep shifting with your breath, and as you change breath, move to the other side. 30 seconds now. Five more seconds, the last side. Another 45 seconds of rest. So, last time we had push-ups. If it was too hard, we elevate the hands. If it was too easy, we're going to do pike push-ups. So last time the push-ups were a little bit easy for me. I could have done some more. So I'm going to make it harder. We only get progress when we challenge ourselves. So we need to make sure each set we make hard. If you come back to do this workout, start on the one that was hard for you to begin with. Okay, 5 more seconds. And then we go into these pike push-ups. So we're going to take the same stance as a push-up. I'm going to push the hips back, walk the feet in slightly. As you lower down, let the nose come in front. Shell throw is optional. Still, we're going to slow down. Elbows remain in. And then as you press back up, think about lifting the hips first. So end up with the hips high and the hands, the shoulders over the hands. 7. Number 10. Beautiful. Like before, we're going to our flexibility exercise. We've got 90 seconds of rest. Let's do 45 seconds, opening up those shoulders. So, we're going to do tabletop pose. This time, let's just lift up into the tabletop. Push through the shoulders nice and hard. And then you're going to try and shift the knees forward. Keep pushing through the hands. And then come back to that start position. So we're going to shift forward, more of a stretch over the shoulders, more extension, and then back. Make sure as well that comes from pushing down with the shoulders, pushing the shoulders away, keeping the hips engaged, keeping them high, feeling that stretch over the biceps. So last one, if you're on a rock. Our starting position. So we've got another 40 seconds or so. We're going to do one final round. As per the research that I mentioned in that original video, 2 sets, 2 times per week is the low end. You can get good results from this. 3 sets, 3 times a week, the higher end. If you're low on time, it's very, very easy. Okay, it's going to take another 10 seconds. So for me, I did 8 and 9 reps on that first one. That is going to fit perfectly in that range. It means it's hard for me. I'm going to get good benefit. I'm going to focus then as the weeks progress, or if I keep repeating this exercise, this workout, I'm going to try and do more reps. So final round, let's go. Right hand side, I'm going to do the shrimp squat option, all the way down as far as you can, back up with a foot assisting. Nice, slow, lowering phase. Got to be quick enough though to get the shell off Molly. 6. 7. Nice and slow, controlled. That's going to be the last one for me. Nice and deep. Working that front leg. Swap sides now to go with the left leg. So again, lowering down, knee goes over the toe, pushing that foot back as far as you can without the foot assisting. Back up. So 3. 2. 6 here. So remember, 6 to 12, whatever's hard. But don't finish early. It's 8. 9. All right, shake it off for a second. I'm going to do those 45 seconds of hamstring flexibility. And instead of the elephant walks, I'm going to be slightly cruel. We're going to do squat to pike. So we're going to continue to use those quads to express that hamstring flexibility. So we're going to start on our slowest squat. Push up. Try to reach the hands down towards the ground. Return back to that squat position. So 45 seconds of this. And it's going to maybe continue a little bit of that quad work, that quad pump. Extend the set slightly. Pausing for 3 or 4 seconds in that stretch position. So extend the legs using the quads, reach down, feel the stretch in the hamstrings. Return back to that start position. So another 15 seconds. Last one here. Extend the legs, reach down. I'm going to take 45 seconds. Okay, final round. We just need to make sure that it's hard. So whatever you were on beforehand, as long as it fits in that rep range. I'm going to go back to the pike push-ups. I did 10 reps in the last one. 10 reps again would be fantastic. So we've got another 10 seconds here. Right, when you're ready, choose the progression, make it hard for you, and then let's go. So low under control, nice and powerful on the way up. Keeping the elbows tucked all the way down. If you want to make the pike push-ups harder, just try leaning further forward. Try to touch a point further forward with your nose. But when you press back up, try to think about keeping those hips high. All right. Remember, 6 to 12, this is number 10 for me. Perfect. We're going to finish up with those tabletop lifts again. So, hands facing away, pressing up, extending the glutes. If you want to, you can come all the way down like an L-sit position. And we're actually going to start using some of the back, the shoulder extensors. Press ourselves up from this position. All the time, away from the floor, especially in that top position, to feel the stretch. Last one. Pause on the top. And that is basically the session done. If you want more details about this approach, then check out the original video covering a full minimal workout routine. Otherwise, if you enjoyed this video, you can hit the thumbs up button. The subscribe button is right next to it down below. And apart from that, I'll catch you next one. Have a strong week. Peace.